So today I was thinking like, damn, there's been some pretty sick box art in the Sonic franchise. With 25 years worth of games, I thought it'd be pretty interesting to make a quick top 5 of the best looking box art. Really quick before I start, know that this list is primarily only judging the art on the box, its style, its subject matter, and overall impression I get, not necessarily the game itself. So let's begin. Number 5 is the Sonic and Knuckles box art. I always thought this looked like an NBA logo or something. Its simplicity and divergence from the usual box art makes it really stand out. Most box art up to this point has featured Sonic in the front, wagging his finger, showing how cool and edgy he was. But when SNK was released, Sonic was at the top of his game and had already proven Nintendo was for babies. Sega was so confident in people already being familiar with Sonic, they only need to show half a silhouette of his head. Number 4 is Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 for the Xbox 360 and PS3. Everything about this cover screams edgy and next-gen, for this game had released at a very important time for the Sonic franchise and video game industry as a whole. Sega wanted the world to know Sonic was taking his first steps into the next generation of gaming, and this time it was with a clean slate, no supporting characters, and a more realistic character model. Obviously the game released, and yeah. I think the cover really echoes the feeling that we got from that amazing first trailer of this game with Sonic running in the forest with those robots. It feels like it's advertising a completely different game compared to the one we got. Plus, this is one of the few covers where we actually see Sonic running, another one being Sonic on the Game Gear. I just thought that was kind of odd. Next is the American box art for Sonic 2 on the Genesis. Moving from one of the worst entries in the series to one of the best. Sonic 2's American box art is no doubt a classic. We see a familiar blue boy and checkered patterns on the border of the box and trimming the edge of the giant 2. We also have Sonic's new sidekick Tails alongside him and the giant Robotnik looming in the background grabbing the 2, demonstrating scale extremely well and shows the audience that this Sonic is going to be bigger and better. At number 2 we have Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Personally, I love this box art, and it was hard not to give it the number 1 spot. There is a clear split between the hero and dark characters with, like them or hate them, a neutral Chow in the middle. I love the 2D character art of the characters with their modern design. It really exemplifies Sonic undergoing a modern change, going into the 21st century. And while I really like the original SA2 Dreamcast art, I think it's definitely cleaner and puts more emphasis on the better parts of the game, the running stages. The SA2B art just got me hyped as a kid with everything that was available in the game. Honestly, it's probably just the Chow. Please bring them back. Taking the number 1 spot is Sonic Adventures box art. This might sound like an odd choice for number 1, but hear me out. This released during the transition to the new modern or long Sonic design, but instead of plastering some disturbing 3D model of Sonic on the cover, we get this nice 2D art of Sonic with a blue turquoise whirlpool behind him. He's doing some weird ass pose that looks really natural for Sonic, but looks really dumb if you try to replicate it in real life. The text is surrounded by this realistic earthy texture that looks like it came from Photoshop CS4. But Photoshop CS4 didn't exist in 1998, and not only did it look sick, it communicated to audiences how badass the Dreamcast was, and graphics on it basically looked like real life. Like, hey, remember all those Sonic games and the weird kitchen tile forests and giant Death Star space stations? Well, that was the past. What about a city with real people and traffic? I don't know, maybe I just like how much it looks like it's from the 90s. Anyway, that's about it. Honorable mentions go to Sonic CD's Japanese cover, where he's trying to punch Metal Sonic in the face. I also like Sonic Manias. It's the 3 Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles all in that Sonic Heroes stance, but they're not weird CG models. And Sonic Jump shows him jumping, which is what you do in the game.